What's going on, y'all? JT here with an unboxing and look at the all-new Traxxas 4x4 VXL. So you guys know I did take a look at this at the hobby shop and stuff like that and did a couple RC updates on it. So this is going to be an unboxing of and talk about a couple of things with this. So give me just a minute. Let me go ahead and get this open. And y'all know we got to. Oh man, you gotta love the smell of a new RC car. You really, really do. So you guys give me just a minute. I'm going to get this out the box real quick. And the smell is just magnified. Get this plastic off of here real quick. Rip that out and there we go. There we go. Put this over here to the side real quick. And real quick with this, this does come with the Traxxas Tqi Radio. You guys know that Traxxas putting this with their brushless type cars as well. So it does have TSM on it, which is kind of a Traxxas version of telemetry, AVC and stuff to help the car with the stability and stuff. It starts to lose traction, but I really don't think four-wheel drive cars really need it too much, but that's just my opinion with that. So looking real quick at the instruction manual and kind of what you get in here with this. So you do get some basic tools with it. You get an Traxxas instruction manual as well. They got this pretty much detailed and laid out with some information in there for you. And then you also get a couple of pieces in here as far as some shock spacers and things like that. So it's pretty good. Traxxas has always been good at giving you some extra stuff with this. And then, of course, you get stickers with it. Y'all know I love my stickers and stuff. So anyway, looking at this truck real quick, I've been through this a couple of times with this, but I do want to talk real quick on something as far as the pricing structure of this. I know there's been some controversy back and forth. It's kind of 50-50 with the price structure of this and then this truck in general. So I have said it's kind of it's a Stampede 4x4 2.0 in my opinion, just because of the way it's structured and the way it's laid out and stuff. So I just want to clear the air as far as how I think Traxxas and why they structured the price as they did. So on their site, it's $479. That's the retail price of, Traxxas' site is always about 20 bucks more than when you buy it in the store and stuff. Like, for instance, the Stampede 4x4 is $399. You go to the store, it's going to cost you $379 plus tax. So if you're comparing this to a Stampede 4x4, let's just compare it to that, because that's what it's going to be compared to anyway. As far as in the Traxxas line of trucks, a Stampede 4x4 is going to cost you $379. So with the Traxxas Stampede 4x4, the first thing you are going to replace on that truck, or one of the first things, is going to be the tires. So right off the bat, you're going to spend about, I don't know, 80 to probably $100 on some decent tires and wheels for the Stampede 4x4. I mean, you can, of course, use the wheels and then try to bake off the tires or something, or you reuse the wheels and bake off the tires, but not that many people kind of go through that process. So right off the bat, if you get a Stampede 4x4, you replace the tires, you're already about 80 to $100 into that kit. So you're raising the price from a $379 without taxes and stuff to about $450, $475 or so, which is going to be the price of this. This already comes with, I think, some of the best tires, in my opinion, that Traxxas has on their 10 scale cars, or monster trucks at least, for this. So the next two things that could go wrong is going to be, or not so much go wrong, but it's going to break on it. Is going to be the body and the drive shafts, especially the rear drive shafts on the Stampede 4x4 when you go to 3S. I'm going to put these ones on this Haas to the test, but this is some of their newer drive shafts that are made a little bit thicker and constructed of a different plastic, it looks like. So I'll be putting that to the test. So you're either going to have to upgrade those plastic drive shafts, or you're going to buy another set or buy aftermarket. So you're already looking at, I don't know, anywhere from 20 to about $50 to do that to the Stampede 4x4. And then the last thing is going to be the body. Now, the reason why I can say these three things, because you guys know I've owned over 30 Stampede 4x4s. Seriously, since it's released in 2009. As some of my friends, I was buying like a new one like every year, every other year. It was crazy. But anyway, the body's going to be the next thing to go. So when the body goes, that's going to be another $50 or so with that, just to get a replacement body. Now, Traxxas with this has, in my opinion, covered those three areas. They covered the tires. We'll see about the drive shafts, and then for the body, they constructed this body real well. I mean, they've been through the ins and outs with the X-Max and the other X Max and the Traxxas Max and the Revo 2.0. So they've done, to me, their homework with this particular truck and put all that on there. So it does have some roof protectors on top of it. It does have something for the rear of it as well. So if you do a backflip or you're skidding down the street, you won't tear up the backside of your body. And then it does have these pieces on the front of it as well, so that when you're flipping, your truck will not eat through the body. I mean, the body post, since it doesn't have, it's using a clipless body mount for it, it won't eat through that. So just in my opinion, that justifies the price of this. I know some people are, it's too much for a 10 scale. That, that's going to be everyone's discretion on that, because people are buying this. People do want this. So, and I was one of the ones that wanted it as well. So, so anyway, with that all covered out the way, that's going to justify the price. And to me, that justifies the price according to Traxxas and how they price their cars in their lineup, why this truck is going to run you about $459. Then you got to think about tax and stuff like that with it as well. So anyway, guys, we looked at this at the hobby shop. I've already talked about the suspension setup, which the suspension setup is really good on this truck right here, in my opinion. The tires and wheels, the tires, I've never had these Sledgehammer tires before, but I've heard good things about these. They do feel a little bit hard, but I think they will be fine, because I've seen 1 or 2 videos on these tires and wheels, and they seem to be fine on that. So I think that that's fine. The body structure and stuff, I think the body and stuff looks pretty cool. To me, like I said, I'll probably beat this dead horse for a while. It does say Stampede 4x4 2.0. So maybe I'll take this off and put a Stampede on there and a 2.0 sticker. So anyway, getting this body off real quick. Slip that off real quick. Take a look at the inside of it. You guys know that it does come with the 3S VXL speed controller, but it does come with the 2400 kV motor. Same one that's in the Max. So this motor is capable of 4S, but the speed controller is not. But Traxxas also included a fan on the ESC, which I think this is their first time doing it for this ESC. They've done it for some of their other ones, but this ESC fan will run you about $25 by itself. So they did include that on there. I wish they would have given us GTR shocks with this, or at least some newer shocks with threaded body on it, instead of having these shocks that's got the shock spacer. But it is what it is with that. But it does have the different shock caps on there, which you guys can kind of see there with that. And I can't recall me having any issues with this on my Rustler 4x4 when I flipped it a couple of times. I don't remember the shocks breaking off and the shock caps coming off like some of the previous versions as well. So that's a good thing. And another thing, guys, is that they do have kind of these guards on the side where you can tuck your body in. So it keeps you, as you're running your car from the body, kind of flapping out and catching all that air underneath there to actually make it wheelie more, a parachute in the air when you're jumping. So I think that's a pretty good, neat feature for this. And the battery tray is bigger than the stock Stampede 4x4 battery tray. You can fit bigger batteries in there, which is a plus, because the other Stampede was limited as far as battery size. You'd have to actually buy some aftermarket parts to fit a taller or thicker battery up in there, but not a longer battery. With this one, they kind of covered it with that. So I'll be looking to see if I can fit some of my other lipos in there. I don't know if you can actually fit a Traxxas 7-cell flat in there, but I'll have to get one and see. But most of the layout says Stampede 4x4, whether you look at it from the top or you look at it from the bottom. It just says Stampede 4x4 all the way with that. One thing that I wish Traxxas would have done was, with this wheelie bar, I wish they would have made an adjustable wheelie bar. Now, looking at the way this is constructed, you probably can go in and include or put the Stampede 4x4 VXL wheelie bar on here, but you probably will lose this rear bumper and stuff for it. So I'll take a look at that at some point in time and let you guys know, because I think in order to get to those 60-mile-per-hour speeds, you're going to have to adjust this wheelie bar so that it's flat on the ground, so the car is not wheeling up every time you're trying to reach those high speeds with it. So now there is some good stuff about this as well, because the parts are compatible, a lot of this, with the previous Stampede 4x4 VXL and the Traxxas Slash as well. So you can put sway bars on here. Of course, you can upgrade the shocks. If you want to, get some aftermarket turnbuckles and stuff like that, you can do that for it as well. So you can upgrade this to where you do have, stronger parts on it if you want to do that. But I probably will be getting the stabilizer kit for this, or sway bars for it, front and rear. So I probably will be getting that at some point as well. But that's a look at this, guys. I went over a lot of this at the hobby shop. Probably the one upgrade that I know I'll be doing is I'll be replacing these with these wheels back here on this wheelie bar. I got some nice blue Traxxas bling bling wheels I'm going to put on there to kind of match this structure of this body and stuff as well. So, guys, I'm excited to kind of get this out, get this running, show you guys how it runs on 2S, then 3S, and then we'll take it out and do some super speed Saturday with it and get it running as well to see how it is stock out the box on 2S LiPo and then also 3S LiPo. And then we'll put the speed gearing up in here to see what kind of speeds we get with that as well. So anyway, guys, that is a look at this. Didn't want to get too in depth because I've done a couple videos on this already. I didn't snap that body on in case you're like, why the body signify? I didn't snap the body down up on there. But it's the size of a Stampede 4x4. I think it sits a little bit lower, but it is a little bit longer as well. And like one thing I do like is you can put longer, bigger batteries in here. That's a plus for me, guys, right there, because I do have some 2S's and 3S's that are not, I guess, standard size as you would consider it. And I do have some that are standard size as well, but I wonder if they gave me some more foam pieces in there. I have to look at a couple of things as well, but I'm excited to get this out running. I don't have to go out and buy aftermarket battery adjustment trays to raise this up to put bigger batteries in. So they kind of included that in there. So to me, that kind of justifies the price and what they did. And we didn't even get into, you know, the price of the motor and stuff. And then, of course, the construction of the chassis being longer and stuff like that. So anyway, guys, put your comments down below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more videos. Thanks for watching.